Hey, what's up, guys? That's your boy Ricky Ross back with another video. For those of you out there who are just tuning in for the first time to my channel, I talk mostly about starting Amazon FBA in Germany. That's where I live, and and Europe at large. So today's video is going to be I'm going to be talking about the cost of starting Amazon FBA in Germany, because I get asked that question a lot. A lot of people say, hey, the first question that most people ask once they reach out to me is about how much do you think I need to start Amazon FBA? That's always the number one question. And the number two question I get asked also is, how much can I make? Well, the answer to this questions really vary. It depends on how much you put in, because it's basically more like reaping and sowing. When you sow or when you plant, for instance, corn, one seed of corn, you don't get one seed back. You get a whole bushel. So I think that's the best answer to how much can you get back when you invest in Amazon FBA. You have to invest something, you have to plant something, and then you have to nurture it. You have to take your time, understand how to grow your money, understand how to water your crops, how to protect your crop, how to give it sunshine. So in Amazon, you have to learn the ins and outs of all the things you need to do to make it successful, so that at the end of the day or month, you start reaping the rewards. Okay, so there are lots of videos out there that pretty much say that you could start Amazon with as low as $500, or in my sense, or in my case, 500 euros. 500 euros is really pushing it. Seriously, you would have to be extremely disciplined and focused, and most importantly, determined to start Amazon FBA with just 500 euros, because that is, and then you'd have to find products that are not only selling or that will do good, but you also have to purchase this product and ship it into Amazon. Okay, so with that being said, I just want to let you know that yes, for those of you out there who still don't know me, I do. I am an Amazon FBA seller. I started back in 2021, officially started in 2021, March. My first year, I did well over 100,000, and this year, 2022, I'm looking to double that amount, and that's the gross figure. And profit ranges roughly around 25 to 30%. So, but that's another video. That's a different video for another day. The bottom line here is that I do this. This is what I do full time, and the method. There are different methods of Amazon FBA. There's the wholesale method, which is what I use. There's the private label. The private label is where you get your own logo or brand and ship into Amazon. And then there's the retail arbitrage. Okay, so I focus on the wholesale method, and the budget I'm talking about will be focusing on that method. So basically, I'm giving you my opinion, my thoughts, my idea on how much I think one should have or one should use to start an Amazon FBA wholesale method for the German slash European market. So that's what this video is going to concentrate on. Like I said, it's possible for you to start with a small amount, but it's I wouldn't say impossible to be successful with a small amount, but it's going to be extremely difficult to be, to make that six figure that you're looking for with a small amount. Okay, so how much do I think you need to start off with? I personally think roughly between 2,000 and between 2 and 3,000 euros is what I think. Between 2 and 3,000 euros is what I personally think anyone looking to start Amazon FBA wholesale method in Germany slash Europe market. That's my personal opinion. Okay, guys, it's a personal opinion. You don't have to take it. You can, if you don't have that amount, you can try with a lower amount. Okay. So, or a higher amount if you have one. If you have the higher amount, better. Okay. The higher the amount, the more the profits. Okay. So I'm going to jump right into it. Okay. Cost of starting Amazon FBA in Germany, wholesale method. So the first thing when you're selling in Germany, when you're about to sell in Germany, is you need to have a legal entity. So that means it has to be either you have to be a sole proprietor, or you have to have a registered incorporated business. In Germany, it's called the limited liability company is called the UG, and then they have the corporations, which is called GmbH. Those are a little bit more expensive. The way to go when you're starting off in Germany or in Europe is just to go with the sole proprietorship entity. That's where you basically register doing business as yourself, your name. Okay. So now in Germany, the cost of registering a sole proprietorship or self-employed business ranges between 20 and 60 euros. Okay. Depending in the city that you live in Germany. Different cities, the cost different. So you simply go to it's called the Gewerbeamt, and this is where you go to get your business registered. You either look for them online, or if you know where, look for the address of the Gewerbeamt in your city, Google it, and then just go there personally and do the registration. If you don't know or don't want to deal with that, there are online services that you could pretty much use to register your business, and that's for the entire Germany. So that's the first cost. Cost number one is registering your business, and that will range between 25 to 60 euros. Okay. Then cost number two would be to get your VAT number. Okay. For your VAT and business tax ID number. Now that's for Germany. Okay. You can't, if you're going to sell on Amazon Germany or Amazon Europe, okay, you must have a VAT number. You don't necessarily have to have, if you're living outside Germany, you don't have to have the business tax ID number. But if you live in Germany, you have to have these two items: the business tax ID number, and that's called the Steuer-ID number, okay, and then the VAT tax ID number. In German, it's called the Umsatz Steuer-ID number. So those two things you must have to sell in Amazon Germany, and the cost really is free. It's zero if you live in Germany. There are services that you can personally do this yourself by going to a website that the government of Germany or the tax authorities give in Germany. It's called the elster.de. With the Elster, you can go there, fill out a form, and pretty much sign up for your VAT, and at the same time sign up for your personal business tax ID number. And it usually takes anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks for you to get it. But if you go that route, then it's cost you absolutely nothing. Then if you decide to go through a third party, you might spend, tops $50. But most online services offer that service for free. Okay, so that's the cost number 2. So cost number 3 would be it's fairly new. It's also a zero cost. I'm just giving you guys a whole process. Okay, it's to sign up for what's called the EPR, and that's it's a new program that Amazon brought up this year, and it's a program because of the recycling fees that the government of Germany imposed, or is imposing on sellers on Amazon. So you must register for the EPR and get what's called a Lucid LUCID number, Lucid number. It's similar to a VAT number, but it's mostly for the EPR. So this cost, once again, is also zero. It doesn't cost you anything to get it. In fact, there's a website that you just simply go to and fill out some information, and you get the number within minutes. But before you get that Lucid LUCID number, you must register. You must have your VAT first. The VAT first before the LUCID number. Okay. Then now the fourth cost would be software. Now, this is my opinion. Software to help you calculate your profit. Okay, here, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm listing this not necessarily in the chronological order. I'm just listing everything that I think you need to have, but it doesn't have to be in this order. Okay, the first thing you need to do is, yes, of course, you need to register your business. You need to get your VAT. Those two are a must. You must have those two before you can go to the other processes. So now, from now on, all the processes I list doesn't have to be in a chronological order. All right. So the software that you need to have, that I personally think that one should have, is the software that helps you calculate how much profit you will be looking to make if you decide to, or if you find a product and you want to know, okay, if I get this product, it's already selling on Amazon. Because with the wholesale method, you will only sell products that are already on Amazon. You're not introducing any new product. You're simply selling products that are already existing and selling on Amazon. Okay, I'm going to get more into that in a few minutes. So now you need the software that's going to help you calculate the profit that you intend to make from, selling on Amazon. Okay, and I personally use a software called BuyBut Pro. I'm going to put the link down here or in the description down below. So I'll put a link to that software, and I'm also going to demonstrate how that software works in this video later on. Okay. Then a lot of people ask me, do I need a research software, a product research software? The answer to that, personally, for me, is a no. You don't need it for the wholesale method. Now, for the private label, you do need that for the private label method, but for the wholesale method, you don't need a product research software, because in my opinion, the numbers that you see on Amazon, okay, tell you and show you if a product is doing good or not. So I have a manual system of looking at the products on Amazon and then determining if that's selling or not. Now, I'm going to get deeper into this later in the video. I just want to list all the steps and items you need, and then the amount that's going to cost you to that you need to budget. Okay, so the software to calculate the profit, which I mentioned, BuyBut Pro, costs or will cost you about 40 euros per month, approximately. It's like 35 or 38.99 thereabout. I just rounded it up to 40 euros a month. Okay. Then the product research software, like I said, you don't need that, but if you must have it, I would recommend that you use the free version of Helium 10. So there again, you're not spending anything right there. Okay, so yeah, I will show you guys how I manually do my product research. Okay, then the next software that I use, and I think is a very good software to have because it helps you look at the numbers also, is called Keeper. And this program or software, online software, costs about 180 euros per year. Okay, so that's a yearly fee for this software. Is it a must? In my opinion, for wholesale method, yes, it's a must. You must have these two softwares that I'm talking about, the BuyBut Pro and the Keeper. Okay, those two softwares I highly recommend. Okay, so once you have all this, the next thing you definitely need to do and need to pay for would be Amazon professional accounts. Okay, so Amazon, like most of you probably know, has two subscriptions. One is called the professional, and then one is called the, I think, personal. The Amazon professional account costs about 39, call it 40 euros a month, while the personal subscription Doesn't cost you anything, but each sale you make, they charge 99 cents. And a lot of people ask, well, why don't I start with that first and see how the business goes? Guys, trust me, you don't want the hassle. You just want to go into Amazon one time, get them to verify all your information, all your ID. You submit everything you need to submit, and just jump right into the professional subscription or the professional version of it. Now, understand that the way I tell people to do this is budget. So, like I said, it's 40 euros per month. So, budget 40 euros for 3 months. That would be 120 euros. And just have that. Just have a budget that, say to yourself that, okay, for the next 3 months of me being on Amazon, I intend to make money after the third month, because once you reach the fourth month and you start making money on Amazon, they simply deduct the money from your sales, so you don't have to keep paying the 40 euros per month. So have that in mind, guys, that you just budget out 120 euros for your first 3 months of the subscription. Okay, so that's the breakdown on the legal entity, the softwares that you need, and the subscription. So I'm going to put the list on the screen, and then I'm going to add everything up so far. But I think if I had to go off the top of my head, we're roughly maybe at, let's say, 100 plus 80, 180, that's 280 plus 120. So I think we're roughly at 400 euros right now. So you are at 400 euro, but doesn't mean you've spent the 400 euros, because the only thing you should have spent money on right now is your registration, which is between 25 and 60 euros. Okay. So the next, and of course, yeah, the Amazon professional account, the subscription, because once you register with Amazon, you're going to have to put your credit card in, and they do charge you for that first month. Once you've been approved, they will hit your account for that 40 euros. Okay, so once you get everything to that level done, meaning you're now registered, you've got your Amazon account, the next thing, I think, or like I said, you don't have to take this chronologically. Before you even register for Amazon, I sincerely believe that one needs to either have a mentor or a very good course that teaches you how to sell on Amazon. Like, I personally took an online course that cost me about $1,000, and this money was outside. This is why I said the budget should be between $2,000 and $3,000. Okay, it cost me, I think it was, $999 thereabouts. So that's why I rounded it up to 1,000. But I'm sure there are courses out there for less than 1,000. There's some courses out, very good courses out there for $500. Or find a mentor. Now, I offer one-on-one mentorship. Okay, so just reach out to me. My email is going to be in the description, so you can reach out to me and then we can discuss. It's imperative, guys, that you either have a mentor or you have a course, a very good course. Some people are okay with sitting in front of a computer and watching the course, watching the video. Then there are some people who are just not comfortable with that. They prefer to have a mentor who kind of like someone looking over their shoulder, telling them, okay, this is those steps you take, this is what you need to do, and this is how you do it. So yes, I do. I have some people who I'm currently teaching. We do a one-on-one Zoom call, and we go over everything. I show them step by step what they need to do and how they need to go about it. So there are some people who feel more comfortable when they have a real live mentor that they can contact and talk to, and if they have any more questions or personal questions they can ask, or direct questions they can ask to the mentor. So I would say budget about $1,000 for either your course or your mentor. Have one or the other. You don't need both. You just need to have one or the other. A lot of people, some people think it's expensive, but I want you to think about it this way. If you were to go to, let's say, a university and they offered Amazon, course in this university, I want you to think how much you would pay the university to take this course, so, and going to universities might take you 4 years. So think about that. Some universities can range anywhere from, I'm talking about universities in the United States, because that's where I went to school. So, you're talking anywhere from 20 grand and up, or more, well, back then when I took courses, my courses started from 20 grand and up. So you can end up spending thousands and thousands of dollars learning, this stuff. So I want you to think about that. It's no different, from learning from somebody, or learning by, picking up one of the courses out there. And because sometimes the teachers give you homework, and that's basically what the courses are, just homework. You go home and you go read through the material. Okay, guys. So that's my breakdown on the main things. Now, here's the biggest and the most important cost when it comes to wholesale, and that is the cost of purchasing the products that you're going to ship into Amazon. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys an example of some products. And while I, show you the video of some products, I'm going to, literally jump on my computer and show you the product, how, number one, I determine if it's a good product, or I determine if I want to purchase it. And then I also source the product and see how much it will cost me to purchase it. And I see how much it will sell on Amazon, or how much it is already selling on Amazon. So like I say, the wholesale method is basically a method where you are just selling products that are already on Amazon. You're not introducing anything. It's simply a method that you're going to use to buy and sell. So I'm going to use like Coca-Cola, for instance. This is Coca-Cola. I don't know if you can see it properly. Okay. Everybody knows Coca-Cola. Okay. If you go on Amazon, you will find and see Coca-Cola, being sold. So that's what the wholesale method is. Wholesale method is you're buying products like this. People already know it. So it's already selling. Now, what you're doing is you're buying low and you're selling high. So I'm using Coca-Cola as an example. There are what we call knockoff brands out there that people haven't heard of or don't know about, but they sell. They sell on Amazon, and those brands, just like Coca-Cola, also sell their products either through distributors or they sell directly to you, the the buyer who wants to resell their product. So it's a matter of doing the product research to see, okay, which product out there on Amazon that's already selling will allow me to resell their products. Okay, so now people are when people are already selling the product, that's a good thing. Most people think that, oh, if you know, 3, 4, 5 other people are selling it, it leaves no room for me to make money. But that's quite the contrary. That tells you that people are selling it, because some products can one person can't satisfy the entire market sometimes on some products. So the whole idea of the wholesale method is to go out there, look for those products, and then find the distributors or manufacturer, talk to them and tell them, you know, you would like to sell their product, buy their product, and then resell it on Amazon. Okay, so for that part, I'm going to jump on my computer and show you guys a couple examples of what I'm talking about. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to round up exactly how much total we're going to be at once I calculate and tabulate every single number. Okay, guys? So hang tight and we're jumping right into it. It's 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, guys, like I said, I'm going to jump into the computer here to show you guys what I think should be the cost of starting Amazon FBA wholesale method in Germany / Europe. So like I said earlier, the first thing is always to get your legal entity registered, your business registration done. So in my opinion, register as a sole proprietor is the best option. And I put an average cost here of $40. And depending on the city that you're in, it shouldn't cost more than 60 euros. So it should be between 25 and 60 euros, depending on your city. Okay. Then the second thing here is to do your business and VAT registration. That's the business tax ID number and your VAT number. Now, guys, if you feel comfortable doing this yourself, you could go to the website called Elster. Let me show you what it looks like. Elster.de. Yeah, you could go here and do the registration yourself. Unfortunately, yes, it's in German. So you go in there and you fill a form called the Fragebogen Steuerliche Erfassung. I hope I got that right. So, excuse me. So you go there, get that, go here, register, and the VAT number, the business and VAT number should take you you should receive it between 4 to 6 weeks, depending on your city. So once again, you could do this yourself, or you could get a third party to do it for you. And they also do it free of charge. So I'll put the link in the description for the business and VAT third parties that could do it for you. Now, this is if you live in Germany, not for people who live outside Germany. That's a different process. So then the step number 3 is to get your LUC ID number. And once again, you can do this yourself. This is the website, is lucid.verpackungsregister.org. You come here and you can read all about the LUCID number. Now you can only do this after you get your VAT number, because they need your VAT number to issue you an LUCID number. And like I said, it's one of the new things that you have to do now when you register with Amazon Germany, and also Amazon France, those two countries. Okay, then we go on to the fourth item here, and that's the software to calculate your Amazon fees and profits. The name of the website, I'm going to put it in the description, is BuyBot Pro. I'll put a link in the description for everybody to see it. It's let me go to it here. Buybotpro.com. And don't worry, I'll put a link in the description. So here you can get the $34.95 per month option. So call it about 35 euros or 34 euros. So you could get that option. And this program is definitely a must, because you need to know, what your Amazon fees will be and what your profits will be once you figure out which item you're going to be selling on Amazon. Now, like I said, you're going to be doing the wholesale method, so the product is already selling on Amazon. This software is it's more like a plugin. It's an extension for Google Chrome. So once you get it, you download the extension and you pretty much use it on Google Chrome. And I'll show you in a minute how it works. And I see, they have a 14-day free trial. So I'll put a link in the description for you guys so you can click on it and check it out yourself. So that's the fourth option. And like you see here, it's $34. Then the option number 5 is the product research software, and that's Helium 10. So guys, this is optional if you if you must have it. Now I am not a Helium 10 expert, but from what I hear, you could use it to do some product research. But like I said, for me, I usually look at the numbers directly on Amazon to see and determine if I'm going to sell a product or not, or get ideas of products to sell. Okay. So yeah, if you want to, you can go to Helium 10, and I believe they have the trial version also for 30 days. So next on the list is Keeper. Okay. Now this software is a software that you need to analyze the buy box history and other numbers relating to any product that you wish to sell. It's a very useful software. It's also a plugin for Google Chrome, and the cost is, I think, 180 per month. So when I take a look at it, okay guys, it's 189 per year. So I'm going to change that here to reflect 189 per year. So that brings our total cost to 3,000 over a little over 3,000. That's 3,003 euros. But yeah, you in my opinion, you definitely need Keeper, and I will show you guys how I use it too. So the next on the list is your Amazon subscription. So here is once again 40 euros per month. So here's a breakdown on the Amazon selling plans. There's the individual and there's a professional. Okay. Here it shows $39 per month. So like I said, the individual is 99 cents per item. So it says if you sell fewer than 40 items in a month and you're still deciding what to sell, you don't plan to advertise or use advanced selling tools. So it shows you a breakdown here on everything you get per subscription. But guys, like I said, just go directly and get the professional plan. That way you get everything once and for all and not beat around the bush with Amazon. Okay. So we'll change this 40 to 39. Cool. So that's 39 bucks per month. Now, this is, I think, the next thing on the list here is the most important one, and that's your set budget for purchasing products. So the products that you're going to be buying to sell on Amazon. So you're going to be buying these products from either straight from the manufacturer or from a distributor. Okay. So I say you budget about 2,000 euros for that. Understand that the more buying power you have, the cheaper the product cost for you. So for instance, and it all depends on the manufacturer, guys. So it's not a set rule all across the border. So you might meet a manufacturer that says, okay, if you buy maybe 100 plus items from me, I start giving you lower prices. Or you might meet a manufacturer or distributor that says, first of all, I have a minimum order. My minimum order is this set amount of pieces. Now, if you go or purchase more than the minimum amount, I give you a discount. So it's really different across the border with different manufacturers or distributors. There's no set rule when it comes to distributors and manufacturers setting their prices. Okay. Then the last but not the least is online course or mentorship. So guys, this is a very important piece here also, or very important item. You definitely need either a very good online course that explains how to sell on Amazon FBA. If you can find an online course for wholesale method, good. Now, a few people have asked me if I'm going to come out with an online course. Yeah, in the future I will. But for now, I offer the mentorship. And I will put my email address in the description down below. So anybody interested in one-on-one mentorship with me can reach out personally to me. So, and all in all, the total cost comes out to 3,000. So like I said, your total cost really depends on your product, your budget for buying products. So I will go into, I'll show some examples of some products that, well, the way I search for products and how I determine, what to buy. Understand that this amount you see here, this amount of 2,000, you don't necessarily have to have that amount like all at once right now. But it all depends on the distributor or manufacturer that you purchase from. and it depends on how much the cost is for whatever product you're going to be buying. So it could be more, it could be less. So this is where you need to do your due diligence in searching for products. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go into showing you guys some products. First of all, I'm going to, select the product and then use some of these tools I mentioned here, and then give you an idea of how much, you'll be looking to spend. Well, show you an example of what or how I, go about it. Okay. So I'm going to minimize this and boom. Yes, I do have a couple products that I wanted to show you guys. Here's a product from a store or brand name IKEA. Okay, this brand is in Europe. So here they have a storage bag of set for a storage bag set of 4. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the IKEA website and see if we can find this product. Okay. The name of the product is Fractor. Now, before I do that, guys, I'm going to do this first. Let me start with how I came up with this product. So what I did was I went to Amazon.de and I typed in IKEA, and it gave me a list of products that IKEA brands. Okay. Now, if you notice, I am seeing an extra. This is the way I see my Amazon account. Your Amazon account will not show you this information down here. Okay. One of the important numbers I look at when I'm looking at product is this number right here. This is what we call ABSR. That's best seller ranking. And then I also look at this item here, which is in green. It says 1 FBA. So those two numbers here tells me that this ASIN, okay, which is this product, has a BSR rating of 40,803 and only has 1 fulfillment by Amazon seller. Okay. So when you're doing the wholesale method, one, I already know that IKEA is a brand that most people are allowed to sell because the IKEA brand doesn't sell on Amazon. So what I look for is, for instance, I see this product here, says IKEA Stormer Small Rainbow Pride bags, and it shows me a BSR of 150,025, and it shows me 3 FBA, 3 fulfillment by Amazon sellers, and 3 merchant fulfilled. So I'm looking for products with a low BSR. The lower the BSR, the higher the number of sales per month. Okay. I'm not going to go deep into, the numbers. I just wanted to show you guys an example of what I look at to immediately determine if I want to research that product. Okay. So we're going to go, and here, this is where I found the bag, the 4 Fractor storage bag set of 4. So here it shows me a BSR of 24,254 in home and kitchen category. And then it shows me that 9 people are selling this product in the Amazon warehouse. It means 9 sellers have this product in stock in Amazon warehouse. And then it shows me 8 merchants fulfilled. 8 people sell it out of their facility or store or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and check this out because I like the BSR. 24,254 BSR is not a bad number. I'm going to show you why I look at this number first of all. So we're going to copy this number. Now I'm going to use a free tool called Jungle Scout Estimator. Now with Jungle Scout Estimator, I'm able to pretty much get a rough idea of how many pieces of this product sells in a month. Okay, so I put the bestseller ranking number, the bestseller rank number, which is 24,254. Let's go back to, where is that? Fractor here. And I need to know what category is this bag in. And if you notice, it's in the home and kitchen. Now, home and kitchen, okay, first of all, the marketplace. The marketplace is, of course, Germany. Okay. And then the next thing I need to do is the category. So home and kitchen in German is Küche, Haushalt und Wohnen. So I know this because it's German, so I need to put the right category, which is in German. So I click on estimate sales. Cool. So it tells me that this item, this is an estimate. It could be higher or lower, but more times than most, it's usually higher than this number that they estimate. So it shows me an estimate of 100 pieces. This product sells about 100 pieces per month. That's not bad. And I'll show you why in a minute. So here I see that this product sells on Amazon for 21. I'm sorry, let's go down here. 21 euros 10. But the main thing I look for, or I look at first, is I go to the buy box, and the buy box here, this is the buy box. For some people who don't know what the buy box is, this just where you go to add the product and sell and buy. So here I come down here and I look at how many other people are selling this product. So it shows me 16 other options. That's 16 other sellers. Okay, right here, say 16 other sellers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter because I'm more interested in who is a prime seller and also selling the bags brand new. Now, prime seller is simply the person or people who ship the product into the Amazon warehouse and do fulfillment by Amazon, which is FBA, whereby Amazon ships it out to prime customers. So it shows me here that we have 8 other sellers. Okay, there are 8 people selling this. Okay, well, plus this seller, MBM handles, is 9. So we have 9 total FBA seller because he dispatches also from Amazon. Cool. So I scroll down. Why am I scrolling down? I'm scrolling down to see what each person sells this product for. So I see the price starts from $21. The lowest price is 21, and the highest price here is $47.28, and it shows me it's Amazon UK. So I'm going to dispel the last amount and go with the second to the last amount of $39.98. Now, why did I dispel the Amazon UK? Usually, Amazon, it's an Amazon company. So Amazon, they can set their prices at anything. They can set it low, they can set it high, because don't forget, it's their platform. So they can do whatever they want. But I'm going to dispel this highest price here. I'm going to go with the second to the highest, which is $39.98. So what does this tell me? This tells me that this product can sell anywhere from 21 to 39 because all the sellers have their products or their stocks in Amazon. And if they have it in Amazon, chances are that they will sell something. They might not sell as much as they want to, but they will, because Amazon usually takes priority with FBA stocks first. So if you have your products in their warehouse, they look to see and make sure that they try to sell off everything they have in their warehouse. Cool. So on average, I would say if I were to sell this product, if I were to go look for this product and sell it, before I determine what I want to sell it for, what price I want to list it, I need to know how much can I buy this item for. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go look for this product in IKEA website. Okay, so I already have the window open for IKEA, and this is the IKEA website. So I'm going to look for that bag, and it's Fractor. It's right here, and it shows me that this bag sells for $3.99, including the VAT, which is the Mevastoya. Okay, so I see the price here, which is $3.99, which we could say is almost €4. So what I do now is I go back to Amazon. Well, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the cart. I see the price here without the VAT at €3.35. Okay, and I need to buy 4 of this bags because 4 makes 1 set. And I see the price is at €13.41. So I'm going to round it up to €13.50. So now this is where BuyBot Pro is going to do its work. So I'm going to put €13.50 as my buy price, and the selling price, first of all, quantity here is going to be about 20. Why is that? Because remember when we looked at the sales estimate for 1 month, it showed us about 180 pieces to about 200. And I told you the estimate is pretty low, so I can estimate that this sells for about 200. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'll purchase 20 pieces of this item. Now, based on the average price I see here that other people are selling this product for, I'm going to go back and take a look at it. So I'll show you again. I'm going to filter just the prime sellers, prime and new. And there are 9 of them. Well, 8 plus this person who has a current buy box is 9. So I see that the highest price is $39.98. And then second to highest is $36.99. So what I'm going to do, and I see about 1, 2, 3 people have $36.99. So I'm going to set my price at $35.99. Why is that? Always start high. If it doesn't sell at $35.99, I can reduce my price from $35.99 to $34.99 and just keep going that route until I get the buy box. Okay. So I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to put $35.99 as my selling price. So I'm putting this sell price here so that BuyBot Pro can tell me, after it analyzes, one, what my profit margin would be, and also if it's a good deal or not. So here you see it gives me a profit margin of about €9.94, and this price includes the VAT also. I'll explain that later. So it shows me that, as you see here, it says a predicted average price of 180, and a monthly. It says this month so far 50 pieces have been sold. So like I said, I usually know from experience that when they estimate, it's just an estimate. They're guessing. They're doing a very well-educated guess here. Okay, so I'm going to go further down to see my complete cost here. So when I go down here, it shows me, okay, that here, down below here, okay, that my bottom profit is €4.19. So that means after it's all said and done, after the VAT is taken out of the €9.90 or €9 profit, I get €4.19 out of this product. So is it a good deal? Yes, in my opinion, that's what I'm looking for. It's a 38% ROI, return on investment. So it's fairly decent. This tells me that I can at least start with 20 pieces of this item. So if I were to start with 20 pieces of this item, how much would I need to invest on this product? Okay, I have a calculator here. So if I go with the purchase price of 13.5 times 20, I would have to spend €270 for 20 pieces of this item. Okay, so that's not a bad deal at all. Okay, so that means from the €2,000 that I budgeted. Okay, let's go to the Excel sheet. So from this €2,000 that I've budgeted, it tells me that my initial purchase price, or my initial first product that I have, would cost me €270. Okay, so that's for the first product I decide to purchase. So now after I've determined that I'm going to go with this product and I see that the number looks decent, I go with 20 pieces just to test the market. Okay, I purchase 20 pieces, ship it into Amazon, and these bags they're really easy to send into Amazon, so shipping cost into Amazon wouldn't be that much. I'd be surprised if it cost me more than $5 to ship it into Amazon for the 20 pieces, because I don't think it's going to weigh that much. And yeah, so like I said, 20 pieces of this item is a fairly decent amount to start off with. Okay, now I wanted to show you guys the keeper, but the main thing I want to look at here is this. I want to see from keeper. Let's go down to keeper. Okay, this is keeper. I go to data. I wish to know the buy box. Now with keeper, I see everything about this product. Okay, how much it's ranked in the past 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. The price changes, but like I say, everything here is an estimate. Okay, it's not 100% accurate. But the main thing I look at here is the buy box statistics. What am I looking for? I want to see in the last 365 days, that's 1 year, how many people have gotten the buy box. And here I see that, gosh, over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different people have gotten or won the buy box. Why am I interested in that? If this many people have gotten the buy box at one time in the year, it tells me that if I sell this product or I ship this product into Amazon, I get a chance, even if it's for 1% of the time, to also win the buy box with this item. It means that I will sell some product or some of this product. So this is the reason why Keeper, the paid version of Keeper is good, because with this I'm able to see who's had the buy box, how many percentage of the time they've had. For instance, Hobby Mix has had the buy box 51% of the time in the 12 year, or in 365 days of selling. So it tells me that if I become the 10th seller, I at least get a chance of being able to sell this product. So in my opinion, that's not bad. I will definitely take the chance of shipping this into Amazon and testing the waters with it. But in my experience, I've seen that, yes, I will. If people are already selling this, then definitely I will also sell it. Now, who gets the buy box is determined by the Amazon algorithms. There's a lot of factors involved in that, but you just be reassured that you will sell. I will definitely sell once I buy this product and ship into Amazon. Okay, so that's one example. So I figure I've spent $270 buying 20 pieces of this item to ship into Amazon. So my next step now is to see about getting another product. So once again, I'm with sticking to IKEA, and I see this product here. It's the IKEA Sprutik lightweight plastic clothes hangers, and it shows me 4 FBA sellers, 4 fulfilled by merchants. And guys, this is very important here. This BSR is looking really good. You know, the lower the BSR, the higher the sales. So that means if I were to take this number and go to the the Jungle Scout estimator. Let's take a look here. I want to see how many pieces this sells. It's also in the same category, so I'm going to do an estimate here. Cool. So it shows me that this product sells about 750 pieces per month. Okay. So that sounds good. So I'm going to take a look at this product, which I already have here. Okay. Now, I forgot to mention this, guys. I forgot to do talk about this. You see, this product here has only one picture. Now, and let's look at the description. And there's no really, the description is very small. I mean, it's not detailed enough. Now, another thing about being able to list or sell a product that other people are selling is you also do get a chance to improve on the listing also. Now, some people will say, well, why should I improve on a listing when other people are also selling it? Well, if you improve on the listing, you also increase your chance of selling it. Because, for instance, a listing like this has only one picture. It should have more pictures. It should have a more detailed description. And Amazon welcomes that. So if I were to sell this and I, put more pictures, give more description, it's good for the customers. When the customer comes here, he sees more pictures that describes what this product is all about, how to use it, tells him everything he needs to know about the product. There's a higher chance that he'll buy it. Okay, so it increases your chance of buying this product. Okay. Now, another thing I also look at when picking a product is the review. I forgot to mention this also. Here it says 31 reviews, just 31 ratings, but it shows me it's got 4.5 star review rating, which is good. To me, that means over for a product to get 31 review ratings means at least 100 people have bought it, so it tells me out of the 100 people, 31 people decided to leave a review, which is good. So this basically tells me that this product is, is getting some attention. people are looking at it. You know, the fact that it's got reviews, whether it's 20 or 30, tells me that somebody or people are buying this product. Okay. So the next thing I need to look at is I need to look at the buy box. I need to see how many sellers are actually in the buy box or have the potential to get the buy box. Okay. So I filter, like I said, I always go for prime sellers and only new. And it shows me 3 plus the seller here. So there are 3 potential prime box sellers, and there's one who already has or has won the prime box. Okay, the buy box, I'm sorry. So now I'm going to look at the average price. So the buy box right now is a €17.82. And here are the other sellers. So there's $17.99 and there's $28.99 and then there's $31.93, which is again Amazon UK. So once again, I'm going to ignore the last one because it's an Amazon company, and I'm going to concentrate on this 2. When I see $17.99, I see $28.99. I can easily set my price here at, I'd say about maybe 24, 25 euros, depending on how much I think I can purchase this product from IKEA for. So what I do now is I go to IKEA. Let's get the name of the product or the name of this brand. It's called Sprutik. So I think I already have it here somewhere. No, here. Okay, let's go again here. Okay, we're going to search for it. Oh, here it is. Cool. So let's see how many pieces it is. Okay, so here it says 30, a pack of 30. Okay, pack of 30. But here on IKEA, I see that they sell a pack of 10 for €1.90. Okay, that means I need to purchase 3 of it. So what I'm going to do is put it in the basket, go to the basket, and here I'm going to remove this product. So all I'm interested now is in the hangers. I need to know the price without the VAT. Okay. So the price is €1.60. Okay. So I need to purchase 3 of this item. I need to know the price for 3 of it. So it shows me the price here is €4.79. So I'd say €4.80. I always round up. Go back to Amazon. So I'm going to put it at €4.80. And since I know what the average price here is, I'm going to put my average selling price at, I'll start off at $25.99. Now, guys, there are 4 sellers of this product. Okay. And according to the Jungle Scout estimator, it shows me 750 sales per month. Okay, so if we bring the calculator out, let's bring the calculator. So what we're going to do here, let me bring it. It's coming. Okay, here. Cool. Oops, it's huge. Let's reduce it a little bit. Okay. Actually, let's come back here and bring the calculator back. Okay, cool. So I know for a fact that it sells for 750 pieces sell per month, and there are 4 sellers. So if I become the 5th seller, I estimate, or I, with a very good calculated guess, divided by 5, it tells me that I'm more than likely to sell at least 100 to 150 pieces of this item per month. Okay. Now, guys, the reason I do this is because from experience, I know that Amazon will rotate the buy box between the between everybody who's got stock in the warehouse. Okay, so with 150 pieces from 100 to 150 pieces of this item, I know I should be able to sell once I ship it into Amazon. Okay, cool. All right, so knowing this now, I would put the quantity here. Let's start off. I usually like to test the market, guys, before I go deep into selling. So what I usually do is, if I know that this has a potential of selling, I usually like to test the market with something lower than what I should normally send it in. So with this product, I would test the market with 50 pieces. Okay. And at a sale price of $25.99. Let's use the BuyBot Pro to analyze and see what the profit margin would be. So it gives me an average profit margin of €10.44. But if it breaks it down here, I see after the VAT is deducted, I get a profit margin of €6.29. And that's not bad, guys. That's really not bad. I like that. One more thing I need to show you that this BuyBot Pro does. If you look at this, it shows me the entire breakdown of the cost from Amazon. You know, there's a storage fee of $28.44 for all 50 pieces, and then it just goes further down to give me the entire fees. Or let's do this. Let's break it down to one quantity. Okay, so I'm going to analyze with one quantity. So I go back to my breakdown cost here. Okay, cool. So my referral fee is €3.90, and then my storage fee is 57 cents. FBA fulfillment fee is €5.32. So my total Amazon fee for this product is €9.79. Okay, and that's the reason why I set my price at $25.99 because of the Amazon fees. So as you can see at €9.79, that's the reason why my profit margin for this is €6.29. Now, guys, some people might say, "Oh, that's not good enough," or "That's really low." But the name of the game here is really speed. And what do I mean by speed is I am looking for a product that I can sell quickly. Okay, so 50 pieces of this product, from based on the numbers I see here, should sell fairly quickly, or should sell within 30 to 60 months. And that's usually what I look at. So, okay, now to the other thing is, don't forget that your budget also determines what you can purchase. Okay, so now if I go ahead and buy 50 pieces of this item from the IKEA shop at €4. Let's go back to the IKEA shop, guys. Sorry, let's go back here. Cool. Okay. Now I want to buy 40. Let's see back again. Sorry, guys. Okay, cool. So what I want to do is I want to have 50 pieces of the 30 packs. Okay, so I know that, okay, here, let's go back here. I know that 3 packs cost me €4.79 without tax. With tax, cost me €5.70. Okay, now I want you to understand that the difference between the cost price and the cost price, including the VAT, that 19% difference is money that you can always or will get back. Okay. How I'll have to make another video explaining that. But the bottom line is that at €5.70, I need to purchase 50 pieces of this 3-pack set. Okay, so 50 times 5.7 will give me €285. Okay, that's including the VAT. Cool. So this tells me that, let me see, let me grab this 285. If I go back to my, let's see, book here, Excel sheet. So now I have €2.85 plus 285 euros for 50 pieces of my second product. I have 270 euros for 20 pieces of my first product. One thing I didn't do, I didn't put the VAT for the first product, guys. Let's go back to that first product. Don't forget, this is 1341 is just for 4 pieces. So if we include the VAT, it means 15.96 will be the cost, including VAT, for 20 pieces. So let's redo that. 20 times 15.96 gives us approximately 320 euros. Okay, so we go back to our Excel sheet. So we say 320 euros. So this is for 20 pieces of my first product, and this is for 50 pieces of my second product. Okay. Let me double check and make sure I did this correctly. We go back to IKEA. Cool. Here. So, yes. So let's not forget that this product costs €1.90 per 10 pieces. Okay. So 3 pieces will cost us €5.70, as you can see here. That's what the 3 pieces will cost us with VAT. So without VAT is €4.79, but you must purchase it with VAT. But I do believe when you're purchasing from IKEA, if you put without VAT, then you'd have to put your VAT number here, and you can purchase it without VAT. But I think more than likely you might need to pay VAT because they are based here in Germany. Okay, so basically we know that we can purchase 50 pieces at €5.70, which brought the price to 50 times 5.7. I think I rounded it up to 80. No, okay, I think I kept it at 5.7. Yeah, 285. So that's where we got the number on our sheets for 50 pieces for 285, 20 pieces for 320. So as you can see, if I were to now add 285 plus 320, I would be at 605 euros for 2 products already. So guys, as you can see, the budget will be good, because if I keep looking for more products, I know I will find more products, and at least some products that will give me some profit margin. Okay, I'm not looking to break the bank here. I'm looking for, a little piece here and there. And the name of the game is volume. when it comes to the wholesale method. And your product research method determines really how good of a product you find. But based on this two products that we found, you can see that we're well within our budget. And if we continue at this rate, we will just keep finding good products that we know for a fact that we'll be able to sell, and we'll be able to make some money immediately we start Amazon. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys how using the plugins or the online software tools helps you determine your which product you need to purchase and which product you need to concentrate on. Okay, so guys, I hope that I've been able to explain the process of why you need this tools, and also how you can pretty much use the amounts that I stated at the beginning to start your Amazon journey. The key is definitely in product research. Once you find a good product, there are thousands of products like this out there, guys. I only just tipped, I didn't touch the tip of the iceberg, guys. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of products out there that you'll be able to sell, that are wholesalable. You can reach out to the brand and talk to them and resell their product. So the mentorship I offer, I go deeper and deeper into what you need to do, how you need to reach out to the manufacturers or distributors. So I just wanted to show you guys what you could do, at least with what you have so far, based on our budget here of 3,000 euros. But you can do quite a lot of damage with this when you start up this way. Okay, guys. So I thank you for watching. If you have any questions, or if you want to reach out to me, I'm going to have my email in the description down below. And and if you like what you see or like what you hear, please subscribe to my channel, like it, and maybe share it to somebody who might need to hear this, or who is looking for a way to start Amazon. And that will be definitely appreciated. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section, or if you wish to make any comment, feel free to leave it in the comment section. And if there's a video out there that you might want me to take a bite at, or any tutorials that you might want me to do, any topic, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will take a look at it and hopefully jump on it. Once again, I'm going to leave a lot of information in the description section, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please like and share my videos. It's truly appreciated. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.